Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Hong Kong Sevens. This one's going to be an absolutely awesome game, one that is the equivalent of the final. Fiji taking on the Samoans, the Pacific Island clash. We have seen it many times before on the Seven Circuit. This time it's taken part as a part of Pool A. Also in Pool A, you've got Canada and you have got Argentina. So a great side is going to be missing out. I believe it's really between Fiji, Samoa, and Argentina here. Question is, who will win this game and then who will make their way through to the quarterfinals? Now, the Fijians, they come in at fourth on the rankings in their lineup. Talatholo, Batirarenga, Loganai Masi, Nathunu, Mai Samoa, Filippo Bocayaro, and Viva Nadovalo, the last man in the Fijian starting lineup. Then for Samoa, they come in ranked sixth. Both of these sides still have a good chance of automatically qualifying for the Olympic Games, though, and their side will be as follows: Va'a Pilomaleko, Vauwasa Afasua, Nauli Vaya, Poeti Slater, Paul Scanlon, Tuitama, and Onisai. So two very, very strong sides. Few young players off the bench for both of them, but I believe that this game will certainly be won by the first seven men that step onto the park for these two teams. Back again, how you doing, Nate? Going with mighty Samoa, says the roof there, and for Fiji forever, says Viniana, and the Fiji and Samoan flags from Blues name. This game is more important than Super Rugby right now. It is a massive clash, and it is always entertaining. Now, historically, Fiji have won a lot of the head-to-heads between themselves and Samoa, but maybe, just maybe in these wet conditions, we saw what Samoa were able to do in wet conditions in Cape Town when they were able to take down the Kiwis. Can they do that up against the Fijians? Both sides have some pretty good support in the stands in Hong Kong, which is great to see. But like I mentioned, it is raining. Slippery ball, maybe making offloads a bit trickier. We're going to see some good skills out here on the park, though. I can guarantee you that it's going to be Samoa kicking this one off from right to left. We do see Talatholo firing up his team before the kickoff, and now we are underway, ladies and gentlemen, for this matchup. Samoa kicking off long towards the 22. It's going to be knocked on straight away, unfortunately, from the Fijians. And I believe that was actually accidental offside from Filippo Bocayaro. So it becomes a penalty in favor of the Samoans, who have opted for the scrum. It's a good take from the referee, AJ Jacobs, as well. Actually received the pass from one of the Samoan players. Yeah, just getting that one slightly wrong. Logan Amasi knocking it on, and then Bukayaro grabs it in an offside position. Tosa Fiji says, Brandon, also come on, Maliko, do your thing. He's a big, important player for this game, definitely, because if he doesn't get it right, his team probably won't have much possession. Paul Scanlon, though, feeds the ball into the scrum. That's going to be knocked on there by both sides. We'll go back for the Fijian scrum feed now, though, due to the double knock on. Come on, Fiji, says Brandon. Apart from being sports, we can watch the Sevens, says Ferris. Depends on what country you're in, Ferris. Are you in somewhere that does have an official kind of channel? Because a good way to check is to go on the World Rugby Sevens website. And from there, they've got a tab up the top that says where to watch. And then depending on whereabouts you are in the world, they'll have a list of all the countries of whereabouts you can watch the games from. The UAE. Have you got a VPN, Ferris, out of curiosity? And also we have got there, who's your ultimate complete package player here? To be honest, for Samoa, we say it a lot, but Va'a Pilomaleko, mainly because he does get into the breakdown and tries to turn the ball over. Great step from Filippo Bocayaro. Great pace, though. Inside forward to Nathungu. Driven down on the 22. A little bit of a slip from the Samoan defense there, but they weren't able to capitalize. Still, the ball was stuck in the breakdown. Now passing away to the side here. Fiji thinking about the offload. Talatholo decides against it. Now, that man actually had a calf injury not too long ago, so it's great to see him back. And the side now, a nice step from Nadovalo. Went for the offload on the inside, but instead Paul Slater does end up cleaning up that ball. And now Samoa with the chance, trying to break through. Tuna Tuitama considers the offload, does find it. The Va'a Apilo Maleko just throwing the ball away at the moment, Samoa, but it is effective. They've somehow still kept the position. AJ Jacobs almost getting cleaned up by the team again. Right, going to the breakdown. Paul Slater trying to slow this one down now, Samoa, getting one phase together. Now passing out wide. No Olivia. Bit of space down the wing. Bumps off Nathungu. Does very well in the process. Samoa still driving. Out to the right. That's going to be the knock on. The pass just a little bit too low. Tuna Tuitama. I don't know if I can make a rugby challenge for career mode after this. There's Samiri. I'm sure you'll find something, though, that you do want to go with, whether it is another team or a second season or something like that. Fiji all the way says Viniana. And also, we have got Chris going for the Samoans in this match as well. Yeah, big shot from the Ulivai, bumping off Waisia Nathuno Toso Vitoso. Says Amira, and how far through the game? We are only 3 minutes through this matchup. So we have still got another 11 minutes to go, which hopefully we see some points being scored. But these two sides very even when they get it right. I just mentioned about the fact that Fiji have beaten Samoa 6 times in Hong Kong. Pukayato going around the side there, getting back up to his feet. I thought he was held, so probably lucky not to give away the penalty there. Now Talatholo, you got to make sure you tidy up his arms or else he will just end up finding a miracle offload. Fiji 15 metres out from the line. Nathungu, inside ball, goes off to Batirarenga, breaking through about 4 tackles in a row, 1 metre short of the line. Brilliant work, Nathungu. Now going out, all they need to do is find their way over, and Talatholo has done it. He looks like he might have injured himself in the process, or is he all right? Looks like he might be all right, but the Fijians score the first try of the match. Samoa, they've just struggled to get out of their 22, and in fact, their own half for the past maybe 2 or 3 minutes came from that mistake, the drop ball, and then Batitarenga broke through almost 3 tackles in a row. And I forgot about the Kenya game, who won. New Zealand managed to win that one 29 points to 5. So South Africa and New Zealand going into their game facing each other tomorrow, undefeated. And Hamish says, Daniel Eastie, welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well. The kick is successful from the Fijians, so that will now make the score 7-0. Are you a huge rugby fan, Daniel? We've got plenty of it coming up this weekend, whether that is Super Rugby, the Sevens, as well. The Kiwis getting themselves their first victory. Brian Lema's looking angry at the moment because his side just conceded. And as I come on the Manu, there's Chris in there as well. So Fiji will be kicking off this one. Samoa, they need to be the next team to score to give themselves a bit of a chance. Oh, took too long to take that kick. So it is going to be a free kick on the halfway line for Samoa. Nathunu making a big mistake there. More Fiji, more says Viniana, and the Fiji flags from Amira. And how much do these players have to eat up? Eat a day, keep their calorie count up? Well, fine looking sportsmen. I'd say they're probably around that 3,000 calorie mark, somewhere around there. Just because the fact that they're exerting so much energy in short periods of time, like they're pretty much fat burning throughout this stage and then they're stopping, but they'll still have that little bit of afterburn and then they'll go back into burning more in a few hours' time when they play again. So, yeah, I'd say about 3,000 calories just to keep the boys running, maybe some more. Some of the big Fijians, nice run from Tui Tama down the wing, goes with the grubber. Him and Nadovalo having a foot race. Oh, I think it was kicked forward by Nadovalo. Does it become a 22 dropout now? Now, Hamish says, Amira doing well. I play soccer, but love rugby. I love all sports, to be honest. So you'll fit in just fine here because we cover a lot of sports on the channel. That is for sure. The USO is here as well. The Manu Samoa Sevens. There. Samoa have not defeated Fiji in 14 games straight since Paris 2010. 10 of those losses were by 10 points or more. So it's a tricky one, that's for sure, when you look at those stats for the Samoans. But anything is possible in a game. A Sevens round the side, the gap opens up. Here we go. Paul Scanlon, foot race with Nathunu, who's able to catch him pretty easily. Ball offloaded back. That's playing the ball on the ground. And that is going to be another mistake from the Samoans. Great try. They're off the mark. Says Roof. So now the scrum feed will go the way of the Fijians. 30 seconds remaining in this first half. And currently the Samoans, they find themselves down by 7. But the fact that there's been 14 times in a row that the Samoans have not been able to get themselves a victory, that's going to make when they do get that victory all that much more sweeter. Question is it going to be in Hong Kong in the pouring rain, or do they have to wait a bit longer to be able to do so? I love Sevens, says Daniel there. Bukayato now putting the ball into the scrum. All free kick for the Samoans, and there's just enough time to be able to take it. They'll be on the 22 here. A great opportunity. They want to take the scrum. Va'apilo Maleko rocking a new haircut. And he get himself that same try that he's got many times throughout the past for the Samoans, who do have some very good attendance at the Hong Kong Stadium by the looks of it. Fun fact, New Zealand didn't lose a game in the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Finished third in the group, but with Italy on 3 points, all draws. Says Xavier there. Very true. Very well in that group, New Zealand. Now the ball's fed in. Paul Scanlon goes across now into the hands I believe it would have been Paul Iti Slater looking for the miracle offload. Here comes Vavas Afasor. Pass on the outside. Tuna Tuitama tries to step, knocks one player over. 5 meters out for the line. Was the ball stripped all? Iti Slater tried to keep the ball in the field of play. It's going to be taken back into the half. And Samoa will go in 7 points to nil down. You can see there Manueli, my Samoa. He's been having a busy game throughout that first half for the Fijians. And also, we've got they're having tea and shortbread biscuits with salted popcorn for breakfast. Says Roof there. Sounds like an all right meal, doesn't it? But anyone can win this game from here, that is for sure. And Lely Mia is going for the Samoans as well. If they can score the first try of the second half, they are in with a real good shot. Possession so far, we have seen a little bit more of the ball in the hands of the Fijians, but when Samoa has had possession, I've had some very good opportunities to be able to score points. We've seen one visit to the opposition 22 for both of these sides, but we have seen the 4 errors from Samoa compared to the 1 error that we have seen from Fiji. 5 tackles made apiece for both of these sides, 3 missed by Samoa, 1 missed by Fiji, and 685 to the world, says the Uso there. And how long has Lima been playing for Samoa? Many years. Says Russo, he used to be a very dangerous player back in his day, Brian Lima. He did have a stint of sevens near the end of his career, I want to say, but he did used to play union. He got the nickname the chiropractor because he used to pretty much rearrange people's spines. He was a hard-hitting individual, and he knows how to win games, and that is why Samoa here, they know that they're in with a shot. They just need to get it right. Less errors, more turnovers in the breakdown, and that could be what helps them over the line. But currently, Fiji looking very strong as always in their first matchup. They don't often have rust heading into a new tournament. Next game in Pool A is going to be Argentina versus Canada. And anyone playing Canada in this group, it's pretty much about putting as many points on the Canadians as you physically can. Both Fiji and Samoa will get that opportunity tomorrow to take on the Canadian. And Brian, love that name. My father's Brian, says Roof there. And Fiji 7 already says it was Spider Mekan Toso Viti Toso, says Amira there as well. And also we have got there go the Manu and Mr. Brian Chiropractor Lima. Manu Samoa Sevens makes some history, just like the Toa Samoa, says the Uso. Now it's going to be YC and Nafunu kicking this one off for Fiji. But they are going to be going short down the middle of the park. Nicely taken by Tuna Tuitama. Now Viva Nadovalo almost able to get some hands on the ball. Make it awkward now. Wawasa Afasua goes across to Scanlon. Va Pilomenico, first carry of the match, gets the offload on the inside. That's going into touch, though, just a little bit too close to the sideline. Who won the South Africa game? South Africa won 14 points to 7 over Ireland. So a good win for them in their first match of the Sevens circuit. Morning from England, says Harry and Luck. Welcome in, mate. You've been keeping well. South Africa won, says PJ. They certainly did. Paul Scanlon, yeah, just with the foot on the touchline. Filippo Bucayaro throwing the ball in for the Fijians. Stolen, though, by Samoa. Almost a little knock-on in the process. Ball available now for Va'a. Apilo Maliko going off to the right-hand side. Now, Samoa, they'd take a draw, but they'd love a win. Win would be so much more crucial. Same with Fiji. Whoever wins this game, I think has a really good chance of going through Blitzbox. Oh, Blitzbox, my friend. Says Leo through. Oh, Valvasa Afasua received the forward pass. And that going back for it, that was a massive chance for the Samoans. Lima can shift the body into different positions. Those bone-crunching tackles. So thank you in New Zealand. I did good. I see what their win says, Stefan. Yeah, so both sides going to be playing up against each other tomorrow. That is a 4:30 p.m. game or somewhere around there. We will be covering that one on the channel as well. So far, we have seen them make 23 passes compared to Fiji, who have only made 7, but they have been more clinical in those pass options that they've had. Whereas Samoa, a lot of those passes have actually been from inside of their own half, trying to find a way out against this Fijian defense. But they are going back for an original knock-on. I believe that is up against Fiji. So that will be a Samoan scrum beat now 38 meters out from Fiji's line. Still with 5.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Plenty of time for a few more tries in this contest, but it's fed in nicely. Samoa going off to the right-hand side. Looks like Paul Iti Slater tried to back himself. Okayaro leaving his feet. Nice quick tap taken by Va'a. Apilo Maliko. If anyone can score a try in this game, it's going to be him. He takes it nicely out wide. Nauli Va'a for the corner. Did he get there? He risked it all rather than going back on the inside. Loganai Masi Good effort from him to try and stop him. They're going to have to go upstairs, though. And Mr. Hamish, looking forward to the Super Rugby game tomorrow here in Fiji. That's a Fijian draw versus Rebels. Does he get this one down to Ulivai? We'll mention, oh, that foot's on the line. That's going to be a no try for Noah Levi. Perhaps the greediness there. I know that it's bad to say greed, but all he needed to do was offload that on the inside, and the Samoans were scoring. But instead, his foot hit the touchline. I believe we're going to have to see it from a different angle here, but I believe it's going to be no try. The player's in touch. It's going to be a no try here. And it's going to be a 5-meter line out now for the Fijians. Come on, Fiji, says Viniana. Go Samoa, says the Uso there. What's going on? Says Selenium. Inside ball there, try every day of the week. And Olivia slightly blew that opportunity. Talathola will be the man who is lifted for the Fijians. Now, they can't take too long or else they do end up getting themselves a free kick against them, but they are now going to be trying to run it out from their own goal line. Here comes my Samoa. Almost through, but big shot put into him. 10 meters out from their own line. Around the side, trying to lure it wide. Great step from Waisia in the third. Looks like Tuna Tuitama. He's going to have the pace to catch him. Trying to cover 4 defenders at once. Inside ball. Tuna Tama's not quite going to get him. And Fiji score the try. Tell you what, though. Brilliant work from Tuna Tuitama. He was marking like 4 Fijians all by himself. Bukayaro's the man who does manage to score it, but Samoa, they didn't take their opportunity when it arose, and now because of it, Fiji have been able to make the most of their opportunity and get themselves the try in the corner. That will make the score 12 points to 0. It could be crucial. Fiji, and there says Amir and also Ferretti not happy with the one. It's just going to mean that Samoa do need to beat Argentina, marking 3 or 4 players. Yeah, and he still managed to almost slow them down enough to get a couple more support players in. If you still don't come on, Samoa score. See, there's a roof there. Now that kick is going to be missing. Okay, so that is a big moment. 3.5 minutes remain. 2 converted tries here for the Samoans would get them into the lead, but they need to stop Fiji from scoring, which looks like it's going to be relatively hard to do with the way that that run did end up coming up. And go Samoa, says the Uso. And Fiji all the way from Viniana. I should mention the game after this that we are covering. It will be Crusaders taking on the Reds in Super Rugby Pacific. And then we have got, of course, the games for Fiji, Samoa, New Zealand, and South Africa tomorrow in the Sevens, which we will be scheduling tomorrow morning. Now passing it across here. Big bump off again. Good run from the Ulivai. Does he know how to pass? He's offloaded it. Now it goes to Scanlon, just out from their own line, and it looks like the contact level has just increased by 10%. Thanks, Hamish. I'm heartbroken. There's Selenium there, although it's not over yet. And we've got to remember the points differential is a big one here. If Samoa, even if they lose this game, if they can get within 1 try, that could help them drastically because we know that Argentina like to keep games close. And that is who Samoa are going to be playing next. That was a bit of a low kick. Oh, Va'apelo Maliko kicks it through the Fijians' legs. If he scores now, that is a highlight and a half. Manages to find the offload. Another one. Here comes Motu Opitai. Wrestled down. Brilliant defense. Finds the offload. And now Letufia. Oh, they've killed him. The poor little man. The Letufia scores it. He had 4 Fijians coming at him. It was like reverse 10-pin bowling. It's like a nightmare. Seeing that many big players charging at you. He had the ball, looks to both sides, and Fijians were just flying at him left, right, and center. But Va'apelo Maliko, nutmeg is what you call that in a game of football, kicks it between his legs and then manages to find the try eventually. Atlanta's win 40 to, oh, that's a shame that it got so one-sided, unfortunately, in the second half. Dosso says Yura, and geographically speaking, where are the majority of your viewers from, says Rooster. My 4 main demographics are New Zealand, South Africa, Samoa, Fiji. So they're my 4 main ones. I believe other than that, we've got a bit of Australia in there and also a bit of Ireland, I believe, is the next highest that we have got. Now 7 points to 12. Less than 5 or less than a converted try in this contest now between the 2 teams. It's kicked up high. Cheers the update, Pezza Blaze. Unlucky for Moana. And it is a shot. Oh, their ball bounces up. It's going to be knocked on, though, I believe, by Motu Opitai. No, they say play on again. Here come the Samoans. 14-match losing streak against the Fijians, firing the ball out wide. Apilo Maliko considers going for the corner, wrestled down. Great work in the breakdown from Samoa to be able to keep it. Now going off to the left-hand side. Less than 90 seconds remain. They need a converted try. It's gone backwards. Letufea, please. Oh, no, it was Nuulivai that time, sorry. The one who hasn't been passing too much throughout this match now. Going to Tuitama. Waikato pass to Va'apilo Maliko. That one is forward. Time, please. There's Viniana. 51 seconds remaining now on the clock, and you can see that Va'apilo Maliko looks like he's got some sort of injury here, maybe an injured rib in that case. And also, we have got the Fiji Wow, their lethal strike in like a snake, fighting Samoa. Stairs roof. So this will stop the clock. 38 seconds remain. While they cross the try line, better than nothing. Says Salanema. Exactly right. Only 5 points difference between these two sides. I think this will be one of the only games when Fiji are ahead, we will actually see them kick that ball out if we reach the full-time siren. Normally, they would look to keep on attacking and attack a little bit more after that. But this game, they'll know that they cannot afford to do that, or else they might end up finding themselves on the losing end of things. Now, it's going to be fed in by Vilawa, sorry, I should say. Fiji inside of their own 22. 20 seconds remain. My Samoa shut down quickly by the Samoans. They've got the penalty, though, for offside. Their games for your lovely commentary. Sky Sports need to hire you with your awesome commentary skills, says Rooster. Do appreciate that a lot, mate. Maybe one day. Go the Manu, says Chris. Right, they can walk up to this mark. They should be able to take the tap once we hear the full-time siren, which we just have. They take the tap. They kick the ball into touch, and Fiji make it 15 times in a row that they've beaten the Samoans. But boy, this one was close by the end of it. Speedy Stars get how much time left? Just reached full time there. 12 points to 7. Fiji getting themselves the victory, so that will build their confidence heading into their next game up against the Canadians. Samoa, they've got a trickier game. Their next one up against Argentina. So that will be a tough matchup, but I'm sure it will be a very exciting one indeed. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you're wondering what live stream we have got next, it will be Super Rugby Pacific, the match taking place between Crusaders and the Reds. That is going to be the game starting at about 9:35 p.m. at the night time. Can you quickly call on Discord? I'll see how I'm going. I've got to quickly record a video probably first, Yanlu, and then from there, I might get a very quick opportunity. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all for the next live stream, Super Rugby Pacific. You can do the Samoa, says Stephen. The thing is, they have still got plenty of time throughout this competition. They need 2 wins from 2, though. They have just been defeated 12 points to 7, but still a good chance for the Samoans. They just need to beat Argentina in their next match. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all for the next one.